I'm Owen Bigland. This is the Inside Edge video blog. Okay, happy Saturday. This is going to be a good blog. These are the blogs I look most forward to. I'm going to call this one My Rules for Success in Life. And I'm going to go back in a time capsule. If I was 25 years old or my mid-20s, out of school, what directions would I be going in? I'm an older guy. I've been around, seen a lot of things. In hindsight, it's always a lot easier to look back on your life and what you did right, what you didn't do wrong, or what you did wrong, and give you guys some ideas. So this is kind of the roadmap that I would use if I was in my mid-20s or late 20s on how to get ahead, have a successful and happy life. Because I said all along here in this blog, I really think we're living in an absolute golden age of success right now. I know I've always got some guys on my blog that are always coming on my Twitter feed saying, oh, and you had it easy. You started buying real estate 25, 30 years ago. It was a breeze back then. You could buy a condo for $60,000, $70,000. Now that condo is $400,000. Well, yeah, it is. But of course, incomes weren't pretty difficult 30 years ago when I started. I wasn't earning $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 and making your way up there. We didn't have online investing. We didn't have technology and the side hustles and ways you can earn money passively now. I never would have dreamed about this stuff 25 or 30 years ago. Essentially, it's small steps. Take it, one step at a time. You're not going to become a millionaire or a multimillionaire in 5 years. It doesn't happen. Take the small steps and enjoy the ride. But I do think we are in an unprecedented time for success if you've got the right mindset and you've got the game plan and you stick to it. I'm going to try and give you the game plan here. Because I talk to a lot of young people. I talk to all walks of life. I'm in the gym all the time. I'm in gyms down in California, in New York, here in Vancouver. I'm around people of all walks of life all the time. And I'm talking to people all the time. That's the great thing about my career in real estate. I see a lot of young people now disenfranchised who have given up hope. I think things like social media and video games and legalizing marijuana, I think all these things have led to people kind of becoming complacent, giving up, lazy. They've always been there. There was always those kind of people when I was starting out 25 or 30 years ago, but I think there's far more now. I walk by this store all the time on my way to my gym. It's a convenience store that sells nothing but junk food for people who smoke marijuana. Man, listen, I like the odd candy bar or bag of chips here and there. Don't get me wrong, pizza and all that stuff. One of the reasons why I stay in shape is to be able to eat what I want and treat myself. But that's your competition, folks. For you young guys out there, a lot of your competition is just vaping marijuana, playing video games, lost in some reality world, eating junk food, feeling tired, feeling lethargic. This is your way. This is your window to surge above these people. It's out there for you. So these are some of the things, some of the rules, the areas that I would be looking at. Start working for yourself. I've blogged many times about this. Become self-employed. Get into a career that has unlimited potential. Now, a career in tech, a lot of my young buyers now that are able to buy their first condo in downtown Vancouver, with no help from mom and dad, by the way, are in tech. They're coders, they're working for Amazon, Microsoft, video game companies, Disney animation studio, all that stuff. So get into a career, you're gonna have to go to school for it, that can pay you $100,000, $125,000, $130,000 within the next few years of getting out of school. You bank your money, try and save 20, 25% of that for the first 2 or 3 years, you'll have enough money for your down payment on your first condo. I work with these young buyers all the time. Or become self-employed. Start your own business. Start a side hustle. With technology now, I've blogged about people that are making $100,000, $150,000 on YouTube. They didn't quit their day job. A lot of them kept their day job, built this on the side, and that's the great thing about technology. You can work on this a few hours every night and on the weekends until you've scaled it to a point where you can move it to full-time. There's some incredible opportunities out there. It really boils down to work ethic and how bad you want it. And again, a lot of your competition these days is being sidetracked. They're angry, they complain a lot, they smoke marijuana and drink to kind of calm themselves and get by. It's not a good place to be. You can move by a lot of these people because a lot of your competition is asleep. But Or I have often said too, another good area is become a high-level salesperson. Don't underestimate sales. That is an incredible career path, but getting it good in sales, whether that's selling pharmaceuticals or musical instruments or becoming a realtor like me, again, it's a tough slog. It's going to take you 5-10 years to become established where you're not going to be making the big bucks. But if you can get through that, get to a high level, a high status and become an expert, then the income potential is unlimited. The final thing too is skilled trades. Crane operators, rebar, electricians, plumbers can all earn 6 figures. So get yourself into one of those careers or trades or side hustles or where you're starting your own business to get into those income brackets. That's where you're going to need to be if you want to live in Vancouver, buy a home, or get your money working for you in retirement. Next thing, get your money working for you. Pay yourself 10, 15, 20%, whatever you're comfortable with. I won't get into it on this blog, the FIRE movement. I love a lot of things about the FIRE movement. What I don't like about it is they save an ungodly amount. Too much. You want to have fun along the way, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But if you get the FIRE movement, a lot of times they're in low income jobs. They're jobs 9 to 5. They hate their work. You want to get into a career or a job or start your own business that you have a passion for, that you enjoy, that you get up for. If you enjoy writing poetry, and you can get paid for it. You might love and have a passion for writing poetry, but can you get paid with that? No, you can't. So you need to find something else that not only do you enjoy and have a passion for, but you can get paid for. And hopefully that pay is unlimited based on the amount of work and you can scale it up. But get your money working for you. Watch my other blogs and put a little bit away every month into the index funds or buying some good individual stocks. You're not going to save your way to retirement or any type of financial security. Next thing I tell you is just keep your head down now. Now comes the hard work. Stick to the game plan. Tune out most social media. Tune out all the mainstream news. Ignore all of it because it's all fear-based. It's meant to try and trip you up, get you to change direction on your goal. And your goal here is to work on yourself, improve, stay in shape, earn more money, get better, start a side hustle, all those things. Everything else does not matter to you. The economy, interest rates, wars, oil embargoes, inflation, COVID, none of that stuff should get in the way of your tunnel vision you have on staying to your game plan here. So just tune it out. It's just going to make you do dumb things. Final few things I'll just say here. I've blogged many times about this. Try and stay in shape. Have a basic, it doesn't have to be Olympic caliber, just have a basic exercise and diet regimen. It will set you up and it's a springboard to success in all other areas of your life. You'll see. Give it a go. If you're watching me right now and you could lose a few pounds and you haven't been working out, you've got to make the commitment. The sooner you do it, the better off you'll be. If you put it off too long, it's going to be very, very difficult. What I'll tell you is, after a while, I think for most people, after about 6 to 8 months, if you can stick it out, it becomes part of you. It becomes your lifestyle, and it will hopefully stick with you. You don't have to kill yourself. It's just staying in a basic regimen of getting enough sleep, keeping a decent nutrition level. You can still go out and eat pizza and things like that, and 3 to 4 days of exercise, and that could be anything: swimming, weight training, CrossFit, riding your bike, whatever, going for walks or jogging, anything. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money to stay in shape. As one of my trainers that I use, trainer nutritionist down in California that I consult from time to time. I'm going down to see him in about a week and down there doing some training, and we'll tighten up some workout routines and things like that. He always says, that there's a lot a person's physique and what kind of shape they're in will tell you a lot about that person, because being in good shape can't be bought, it can't be borrowed, it can't be stolen. Hard work is the only trade. And that is the exact same thing of what life is all about. Success, becoming a successful realtor like myself, being top 1-2% and selling 40-50 homes a year, that doesn't come overnight. It can't be bought, it can't be stolen, it can't be borrowed. Hard work is the only trade, and it's taking me 10 years to get up to the level that I've been currently at for a while here. It's going to be the same thing with starting your own business, getting in shape, whatever. Hard work is the only trade, and that's all that matters. Nothing has changed. Since I was starting out 30 years ago in real estate, it's all been the same. Little things have changed. Prices have gotten a little bit better, higher, of course. If anything, though, I still think that there was more competition when I started out 20, 25 years ago. I think people back when I was in my 20s were a lot hungrier. But then again, I grew up in the gyms competing in sports, so it was kind of a lot of alpha males and competitive and driven people. But these days, in talking to young people today and the ones that are getting ahead, they tell me the same story. You know, it's surprising how many people their age, their peers, are off to the sidelines, you know, kind of giving up. That's your window, that's your chance, your hole to punch through it. And basically success is unlimited for you. I'm Owen Bigland. Have a good weekend. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks to everyone that continues to buy my book on Amazon. If you want a good starting point for what I've talked about here, pay the $10 and buy my book. I cover everything there, from how to optimize your life, staying in shape, the steps that I took over the last 25, 30 years to get to where I'm at now. And it's not that tough. It was just sticking to a game plan. I'm no smarter than anybody else, just discipline, hard work, stuck with the program, knew that it was going to be a process. That's why I call it along for the ride. It's just, and enjoy the ride every year as you get a little bit better. That's what it's about. No get rich or success quick schemes here. It doesn't work. I'll see you next week.